So every marketplace is basically for the third party application, third party software, yeah, third party services we can talk about, right? How exactly the third party you may see like as part of the Android, you have the marketplace, right? So as part of the marketplace, nothing but the Play Store. So Play Store, you having all kind of applications, right? Banking applications are there, gaming applications are there. Even you can identify the Google applications also there, right? So it is the majorly the what to say the application is third party application, but it is the authorized area to have the integration as part of your Android, right? We understand that thing, right? Instead of
Yeah.
downloading the APK file from outside, installing in your mobile, maybe that is a bit harmful, or maybe you don't know what kind of application it is, and later point in time you will invest some money, you will lose some money. So like Android or Google Play Store having some policies, like they don't promote the money monetary kind of application where you are going to invest the money, or you are going to uh, play the games like rummy kind of applications, right? So Android don't support such kind of application. They removed all those kind of application, even Dream 11 kind of application for the cricket purpose, right? You are supposed to invest the money and then you will win and you will
Yeah.
get the money. So such kind
Yes.
of gamings are not supposed to be supported by the Google. Why I'm telling you all those things? Because we were discussing about the compliance, right? We were discussing about the standards, right? We are discussing about the government policies, right? The same kind of thing, organization specific policy. So if I talk about the Google having the policy to not supporting such kind of gambling is called the gambling applications, right? So they don't support. If you would like to do it, definitely you are supposed to download it from outside, but we are not going to provide as part of the Play Store. Okay. The same kind of thing is there as part of the Azure also. So marketplace is one of the most secure area where you can have the third party services available. It may be in terms of the operating system. It can be in terms of the applications. Okay. So it can be the operating platform as a service or software as a service or infrastructure as a service. So no problem at all. So it is basically the place from where you can have the installation of the separate applications, right? Because definitely whatever the virtual machine you are going to create, it may not be having the all required info or all required software, whatever you need it for your business, right? So definitely you would like to have some installation of the third party application. It's all about business requirement, it be much more cost effective for you. Okay. So that's why you will prefer to the Azure marketplace. Got the visibility, guys? What I'm trying here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like in Java, we are installing some third-party
Mm-hmm.
tools in MarketScape, right? Like
Right.
that only.
Right. Even if you have
Eclipse
used
MarketScape.
If you have used the Eclipse, in the Eclipse also there is a Eclipse marketplace. Okay. So as
Yeah.
part of the Eclipse marketplace, like you are going to see, like you having the
Install
application,
plugins and all.
right, plugins we are installing. So that this is the third party application installation kind of thing. Okay. So this is the marketplace. And now come to the marketplace. Marketplace it looks like this. Okay. So if you see here, you have the categorized kind of information here, like computing resources, networking resources, storage, web, mobile containers, all those kind of category of the resources are available. So whatever you are looking for, you can simply search it. Okay. And you can have the installation of your application as part of your requirement. Yeah. So you can see this is the part of the Azure Marketplace. Okay. Now, what is the things are available as part of Azure Marketplace? So I just told you we can have the virtual machine. Okay. So third-party applications, third-party vendors like IBM also have provided some virtual machine. Oracle also provided some virtual machine along with the Azure, right? SAP is there. We know all those companies are the IT companies, right? Which is going to provide you the application support like application services, data services, web applications, and Azure Active Directory, right? So some more
Yes.
extension which need to be supported. So if you read here, the Microsoft and the partner application that are configured to run on the Azure virtual machine. This is the Oracle. You can mute yourself. Once I will ask the question, you can simply unmute. Yeah? So we can see the virtual machine. Which kind of virtual machines are there? Like it's specific to the partner. Yeah. Still, I'm getting the button, please. Baba, can you please mute yourself? Okay, thanks. Okay. So here we are able to see the virtual machines, right? The same kind of application services. What do you mean by application services? Like the partner services that can be combined with the Azure services, right? to build a powerful cloud application. So application services, like you can talk about the DB servers. So possibly from the beginning of your applications development or product, you was using the MongoDB, right? Or using some particular third-party kind of databases, right? In that case, that kind of application services or web servers, application servers, or DB servers, right? Data services also. What is the data services? The data services such as the demographics and the financial information that can be used for the custom application. Yeah. These applications like free open source applications pre-configured to run in the Azure services. So what are the base applications? We can see like we are supposed to work with some particular tools like WordPress is there. If you see here symbol, right? So such kind of application integration with Azure. Azure Active Directory. So Azure Active Directory basically for the authentication purpose. It is going to use for the single sign-on kind of facility. If you see here, the pre-integrated and a ready-to-use software as a service application configured for the single sign-on. Like we see if we having the Office installed as part of our system, you're not entering the credential for each and every separate software, right? Not for the PowerPoint, not for the Word, right? Even well, you are going to the login into your Google account also. You are not entering the separate password for the Google Drive, okay? Or for the different services of the Google. So it's the concept of the single sign-on. Even as part of your company environment also, if you have logged into the one particular portal, you are not supposed to enter the password. Even if you're entering the password, those are the same credential which you have entered for as part of your virtual machine, right? So you have some Citrix install as part of your system, or VMware is being supported as part of their system, and they are simply helping you out to log into all kind of services with the same kind of username and password. That is comes under the single sign-on. Guys, do remember, single sign-on is for the helping purpose only. Instead of having the separate passwords for the different services, try to have the single combination of password for all your services. Passwords are going to be synced between different kind of services, different kind of portals. Okay. And you are not supposed to enter each and every time if you are frequently using them, right? If I talk about the Bitbucket, which is the production, which is the product of the Atlassian, right? We are using, guys, you are using the Giraffe, you are using the Bitbucket, right? Which is the implementation of the Git, right? And you are going to the different documentation areas like Horizon. If your project is being deployed over the Bitbucket or over the Atlassian products, you may identify the different kind of implementation which is available as part of the Atlassian, right? Atlassian is very famous company. It having huge amount of good products and people simply referring to them instead of going through the open source. It's all about project requirements. It's all about how much security you would like to have as part of their project. Yeah. So just come here. Okay, anybody having any idea here? If you can give me answer from your past experience and knowledge, why companies are going for the paid services or paid DBs or paid application or develop application servers or web servers? Why they are not going each and every time open source kind of thing? Any idea, guys? Means they are going in some cases, they are not going in some cases. What is the reason behind it? Any
Ma-
idea, guys?
Maybe they are looking for more security and more secure features in their
Oh,
uh,
hmm, okay.
system. So for that purpose, they are not going for open
Mhm.
source. They
One
are
valid one valid point is there. What else can be the valid point here? This is the perfect valid point. Yeah. Because if you are paying someone, definitely you are going to get much more security, right? Even they are going to confirm you to see that many level of security we are applying as part of our product. What can be the another region to go for the paid applications? Any idea, guys? Any valid point here?
Premium features.
Premium
Premium
features?
features.
Yeah. Second, perfect. Second valid point. Third valid point can be. Okay, let me tell you, no problem. Yeah, so see, uh, if I'm going for the premium products, if I'm going for the paid product, the main concern behind the paid or premium products like WebSphere server is also there, JBoss server is also there. Who have developed those servers? If I talk about the WebSphere, IBM have developed that product, right? If I talk about the JBoss, that is the open source. So what do you think? If something goes wrong with the JBoss, who is going to help you out? It's open source, right? Who's going to help you out? Guys, Any idea about it? If don't know, no problem. I'm just asking any idea about it because see, this kind of concept you will identify as part of your knowledge actually. Okay, you are proceeding towards cloud. One of the best thing, I can give you one of the best example. One person is there who contacted me, okay, like 3 weeks before, and he the network engineer actually. Okay, he's in Saudi Arabia. He's network engineer, and he knows lot of networking. He's going to apply his knowledge as part of the cloud, and it will be very easy for him to understand the cloud concept. But what happened? The cloud having so much good standards, even you are from the different background, even you are the specialized of your specific field, maybe in the networking, but still cloud is maintaining that much standard or that much knowledge. Now, people's knowledge is maybe specific to their domain, specific to their work only. Okay, so the same thing is going to be applicable here also. Let me give you the scenario here. Scenario is like if I'm purchasing the product of JBoss, okay, JBoss is the server, application server. So those open source servers are available into the market. If nobody is supporting, if something goes wrong with the JBoss, now there is a community who released this software as part of the open source license. There are kind of license are there, right? Open source licenses, there are proprietary APIs are there, and Babysphere also going to be supported. But Babysphere the paid product, they having some very good amount of SLA. If something goes wrong, they are going to be covered from the Babysphere side. In terms, and they are going to be charge you maybe 10 times more in compared to the open source product. So open source product also having the community to support the failure of the product. But here the main concern is you would like to not keep the risk of your product. You don't want to have the delay in any kind of problem. If something goes wrong, like transaction management kind of things, some mission critical applications where the outage cannot be acceptable, right? Even you don't worry about the money. You just care about your data, you care about your application. In that case, you will go for the paid application. Just keep these things in mind, okay? Nowadays, most of people are identifying. See, you may not believe this 10 years before and right now, most of companies' products may be going for the open source, but not all. For such kind of applications which are not mission critical, right? Because anyhow, anyway, you are having the cloud which is providing you much more higher availability. If something goes wrong, also you are able to make your servers up and running all the time. But still, some of these softwares which are really important for your project criticality. Those kind of software are going for the paid one. Now nobody means I have seen 50% of the people moved from the Oracle. They are going for the MongoDB or they are going for some open source kind of thing instead of proceeding with the Oracle or MySQL. Earlier people also going for the MySQL instead of Oracle. So Cassandra also you may heard about it. PostgreSQL also you may heard about it, right? All those other different kind of DBs are available. It's all about project requirements. It's all about how mission critical your application is. Okay, all these decisions are made by the architect by very long amount of analysis and the actual requirement of their application. So the same kind of thing you are supposed to have as part of the marketplace. Okay, so you are not supposed to download something from the online. Okay, you are having the marketplace, simply go. All the authorized things are there. Even you done with your analysis, if what you want as part of your project, you are not supposed to go through the spam kind of things, right? You are supposed to have some very good idea about the applications and you are going to use them, but it is from the secured place. So that's why I given you all the scenario to give you much more better visibility, right? Because this can invite the next level of the risk if you're going for the outside world, if you're going to connect to the network. Okay, if you talk about, they are not available in the public internet, they are available into the Azure network only. Okay, they're not going to the public internet, they are available in Azure network only. You will understand the networking area also. If you are exposing your sources in over the public internet, definitely you will be in the risk. Okay, there is a huge amount of chances that different kind of problems may arise in the future. But most of the cases, you would like to be the part of the networking, existing networking of the cloud computing vendors provided, right? Like Azure, like AWS, you will learn a lot. No problem at all. So what are the rest of the things we are going to get? So if you see the unified location for the Azure-based offering, from the microservice partners, over 300 offers, integrated platform experience, like you are not supposed to be think about, okay, this software is going to work with your application or not, is it compatible or not, that kind of problems also being solved. You may not have thought about it, but right now, if I am thinking about it, if I'm talking about it, definitely you will get that perspective, okay, why exactly marketplace came into the picture, right? Sometimes application supporting, sometimes application not supporting. Yeah. streamlined configuration deployment and management, future 500 and SMB. Okay, customers across the 86 globe market. So this is the actual thing related to the Azure marketplace. Yeah, let's proceed further for the Azure Advisor. So guys, I already discussed about the Azure Advisor. It's a one of the what to say very good service from the Azure side, which is going to give you the recommendations only. Okay, it's the combination of recommendations. Okay, like if you have created your virtual machine, so it is going to be high available or not. It's going to be depend on how exactly you have used the availability zone, how many copies you have means you have maintained the three availability zone or availability set. It's all about this. Okay, how is it you configured your application as part of your virtual machine? Yeah, you have the premium SSDs or you having the normal SSDs. It's all so many factors are there to make your servers high available, like load balancers you are using for the distribution of the proper traffic. Okay, because if you are going to use the load balancers, your traffic is going to be distributed, but you don't want to have the traffic for such kind of virtual machine which is not up and running. So that is also going to be help you out. Auto scaling kind of concepts, all these companies, whatever you learn till this point of time, directly or indirectly are going to help you out to achieve the high availability, like fault tolerance, disaster recovery, right? Agility. Agility is not related to the high availability, that is related to the changes which is there as part of the market. If I talk about data scaling, yeah. So all those things comes under the high availability. So it's giving the recommendation. Come to the security. Standard security need to be applied. How exactly standard security? We have the different kind of ports available as part of your clouds, right? SSH port is there, HTTP port is there, HTTPS port is there, RDP ports are there, IMCP ports are there. Those are the nothing but the kind of protocol which is being supported as part of your virtual machine. So you are supposed to open your application for the SSH kind of port, which is one of the most secure port for the connectivity of the Linux instance, right? That purpose. If Windows instance, that is the RDP. So such kind of recommendation you are going to see. The performance kind of issue. Why it is the performance is coming to the picture? How it you can solve your performance issue? Maybe you have not used a high premium hard disk to go through the deployment purpose, or maybe for the development purpose, or maybe for the testing purpose. You have different kind of memories are available as part of the what to say virtual machine, right? Creation, different kind of DBs are available. So what kind of application you are using? Where exactly you are finding out the performance issue? Cost. Okay. What kind of OS you have chosen? What kind of virtual machine you have created? Like what kind of instance type you have taken? So all those things it is going to show you. All the recommendations are there. One of the very good question you will definitely find out 2 to 3 questions related to the Azure Advisor. How exactly Azure Advisor is going to help you out? Okay, it will be around the scenarios. Okay, even I have seen they are simply asking about the high availability, but in terms of the scenario. So we are going to look into the practice paper, remaining 2 more practice papers. We are going to look into that. You will identify directly or indirectly, they are asking about the high availability. You need to understand whenever the money requirement is not there, like they are not saying, I would like to save the money. Definitely, you are supposed to configure the n numbers of, you need to have the good amount of configuration as part of the availability zone, right? Whenever they're talking about the saving of the money, you need to identify the alternative approach about it. You will go to get to know about the direct connect, you will get to know about the VPN connections, you will get to know about the rest of the things. And networking is one of the best part which you can learn as part of the Azure or even any cloud certification. Yeah. Let's proceed. So now we can focus on the questions. Yeah. So I'm going to read the question, just you need to give me the proper answer. What should be the thing? Okay. So like what is Azure? Okay, Microsoft computing platform which provide the compute power storage services over the internet using the pay-as-you-go pricing and single data center located in the this particular location at Redmond, Washington. Our hosting environment is specifically for the virtual machine. Tell me guys, what should be the answer?
The very first one.
Very first one. What about Sashti or Vaibhav?
Yeah, the first one.
In what on what basis you have decided like it should be the very first one? What is the criteria you have seen here?
Like a single data center located in Redmond is not because they are having multiple data centers.
Right,
And
right.
then hosting environment specifically for virtual machines is not applicable. Like we can host environment for like various other resources also.
Right, right. So you are just talking about the elimination process, which kind of options are not applicable. We just identify
No,
those
and
options.
the definition itself is also
Very clear, right?
properly,
Huh.
yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, we need to think in same way. Yeah, perfect answer. Okay, let's proceed further for the second question. Which of the following is the example of the Azure application platform? Azure application platform, okay? Azure App Service, Azure Virtual Machine, Azure Load Balancer, Azure Table Storage, or Azure Cache for Redis. It's saying application platform. Azure application platform. Any idea? I just explained about it.
Azure App Service.
Azure App Service. Okay. What about the Azure Load Balancer? Is it applicable? No, it's related to the load balancing, right? It is related to the
No,
distribution of
it
the
is
traffic.
related with
Mhm.
traffic related, right?
Right,
Like
right, right. Mhm.
distributing traffic.
Yeah, so answer should be the very first one only, right? The platform as a service, it is asking kind of, right? The platform as a service, we can see that it's a clear cut uh, Azure App Service. But if I go for the fourth option, like it's saying Azure Cache for Redis. So actually we have the Redis DBs, okay? But it's saying Azure Cache. Now if I talk about the cache, that is a different thing, okay? But if it is was saying clear cut Redis DB, then I can go for the fourth option. But the first option will be the perfect one, which is Azure App Service. Yeah. Now go to the third number question. What should you scale out your deployment when your application or service requirement or more powerful CPU or more memory to run faster? When should you scale out? Scale out means you are going to have more number of what? You would like to have more number of servers, okay, more number of instance of your applications, right? That things we're talking about here, yeah. So when your application and service require the more powerful CPUs and more memory to run faster. What do you mean by very first option? It's like a vertical scaling. You're talking about the more powerful CPU and more powerful memory. Is it applicable? If I am saying standard scale out should be there. Scale out, it both are the type of the scaling out, right? Like you are increasing the computing source or you are increasing the memory, but that is the vertical scaling. Okay. You need additional virtual machine to speed up your application. The second option is horizontal scaling. And when you are using the excess capacity that you don't need. Okay, what should be the answer, guys? What is the standard approach to deal with the traffic?
Horizontal.
Yeah.
Horizontal scaling.
Which option?
Second one.
Second one. Yeah. Okay. What about rest of the two people? Guys, are you getting my point?
Yeah,
Yeah, what should be the answer? Vaibhav, are you there? It should be the second option, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. So, guys, first of all, you need to understand vertical scaling is not at all recommended. Okay. Why not recommended? Because anyhow, anyway, you have decided the type of the stance as per the standard requirement of your application, right? You have chosen some kind of stance like 2 GB of RAM or 4 GB of RAM, A series or S series or B series, whatever the series you have chosen. So that in the beginning of the virtual machine creation, you already chosen the standard capacity which is required by your machine. Okay. If you are increasing, definitely you need to have the downtime of your application to increase the memory or to improve the power of the CPU. So like in the same thing like a laptop. So the vertical scaling is not as recommended, it is much more costly for you. Horizontal scaling is much more recommended because your auto scaling, your elasticity kind of concept is going to be applicable in terms of the adding the additional virtual machine instances. Okay, what do you understand from the addition of the virtual machine instances? You are creating, you are adding more number of virtual machine, or you are trying to have the more instance of the same virtual machine? You are creating more number of virtual machine, or you are creating more number of instances of your same virtual machine?
Like more number of instances of the same virtual machine.
Right, right. You are not creating couple of virtual machine here, right? You have a single virtual machine, but you are going to create the kind of instances, more number of instances are releasing of same kind of virtual machine, right? That is the horizontal scaling. I hope so, guys, you understood it. Yeah. So see, all are the options here. We have seen the very first one is the correct one. This is also correct one, app service, and this is also last one means which we discussed. The third question is also correct one. If anybody having any doubt, then you can let me know. Yeah, is it fine, guys? Let's proceed. Okay, so this is the third number chapter where we was going to discuss about the security, privacy, and compliance. But meanwhile, we are done with the second chapter, and as Srishti is available with us, we can proceed further for the Udemy practice paper. Yeah, guys, is it fine? So I hope so. Now you will be able to answer most of the question because we are done with the two chapters right now. And I also have given some scenarios to get some visibility about the concepts, right? So let's proceed further for the third practice paper of the same, what to say, uh, same person. Okay, let's proceed. So guys, I can give you one. I got the latest terms, guys. I'm going to share with you today. Okay, I got the latest term for this month. You can simply depend on the latest terms. You can simply go through the exam. You are going to get near to 80% questions as it is. Okay, but it's not actually. It's not like I go means I have seen the results from the papers, but as I have seen as part of the month of May, whatever the latest dumps was there, they are simply referring to it and they are simply getting passed in a one go. So it's a risk factor. Every time dumps may have the luck thing or risk factor. So if you don't want to do much more efforts and you simply would like to pass in a one go, you can go for it. But I cannot give you 100% assurance. It's all about your luck. You are going to have the same kind of questions. Okay. But I got the dumps. I'm going to share you with you guys today and you can simply refer to it. Yeah. So let's proceed. We are going to look into the third number question. Okay. Let me check. Mhm. I'm going to share today. Yeah. If we take that third one. Okay. I'm beginning. Rest of it. Okay, guys. So, Ria, can you please read it? Then we can simply answer it. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
please proceed.
Yeah. True or false, Azure PowerShell scripts and command line interface scripts are entirely compatible with each other.
Yeah, guys. What should be the answer? Any idea about it? Any guess about it?
It might be true.
It might be true. On what kind of like we applied our common sense here? In what basis it should be the true answer? Any idea? Because see, you are answering, but it should not be by heart kind of thing, right? That's why I'm asking. Can you please give me the idea on what basis it should be the what to say
Mm,
correct answer? On what basis? Do you have any idea? PowerShell is specific to what?
sorry.
Power PowerShell is specific to which operating system?
Windows.
Windows. And command line interface is specific to what? CLI.
I CLI, I think it is I think Azure is giving it. I don't know exactly.
Okay. So actually, PowerShell have its own language. Okay. So like I say, ls command is not being supported by the PowerShell in the different extension of it. Okay. Let me show you guys. See, that's why I'm just going through the practice paper. If I'm saying PowerShell, okay, this is the PowerShell here. If I'm doing ls, see, this is working perfectly here. But I'm saying ls-lart, it is not supporting at all. Are you able to see? And if I talk about the CLI, command line interface is what? It can be the part of your Azure Cloud Shell script, right? So those you can see it's not supporting the command. Then what should be the answer now?
False.
False. Yeah. So you should have some idea about it. What commands are being supported, what commands are not being supported. It will be the false only. Okay. So different kind of language they are using. They have the some specific command to perform some specific task. Yeah. If I talk about the Windows CLI or command line interface, let me show you here. If I type ls, there is nothing is possible as part of ls. But if I'm saying dir, it will giving me the entire thing, right? So there is a difference between guys. So you need to just remember, yeah. compatible with each other or not. It's clear cut saying entirely. If you focus on the language, they are saying entirely compatible with each other. So not entirely compatible with each other because there are different line of commands which are going to work out as part of your application, right? So let's proceed. Got the visibility, guys? What I'm trying to say you here? Yeah, Vaibhav or
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, let's
Yes.
proceed. Yeah. Okay, question number 2, please.
What is the recommended way within Azure to store secrets such as private cryptographic keys?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so actually, this is the part of the third module where you are going to store your secret credentials, where you are going to store your secret
Azure keyword.
Azure keyword. Yeah, correct answer is Azure keyword
Yeah.
only. Yeah, this is the correct answer. So, what exactly we are going to store in the Azure keyword? We are going to use the public key and
All the
private key we having. Right? The private key you can store there. You can store the credentials. You can store them classified uh, documents, confidential documents, and what else? The credentials. Yeah. Anything you would like to say here, Sachin?
yeah, same credential only.
Yeah. What else can be like certificates, right? You see like HTTP and HTTPS. There is a difference between HTTP and HTTPS. That is the S, which is known as the SSL certification is going to be installed. So you are going to install some different kind of certification as part of your websites or as part of your application for the security purpose. So there's such kind of certificates also you are going to store as part of your Azure keyboard. Yeah. The session is being recorded. No need to worry about it. You are going to have the recording the end of the Skype. You can simply tap for it. Yeah, even you can go through the YouTube as well.
So, Lucky,
Yeah.
what is advanced threat protection?
Advanced thread protection. Okay, this is it is for the multi-threaded environment actually. Okay, multi-threaded environment means like some. I'm going to explain about it. Actually, it is the part of the third module. Okay, as part of the third module, like different kind of threats are going to be happen. So you would like to have the like we say prevention is better than cure, right? So that kind of thing services are going to be available as part of this particular service. Those advantage you are going to see like. In terms of the what you say attack, if something cyber attack is going to be happen, how exactly it is going to help us out, it is going to enable some options and configurations to us. With the help of that, people will unable to deal with means people will able to deal with such kind of issues that is related to that ATP, advanced threat protection. Threat means it is like a attack, you can understand what the visibility, that is one kind of service as part of the Azure security, but not for the like storing the keys, cryptographic kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's proceed for the third number. Yeah. What is the yeah.
Yeah, what is an Azure subscription?
Mhm. Option please.
Yeah. Each user account is associated with a unique subscription. If you need more than one subscription, you need to create multiple user account,
Mm-hmm.
or it is the level at which services are billed. All
Mm-hmm.
resources created under a subscription are billed to that subscription.
Okay. So guys, any idea what should be the answer?
Second,
Second. What about Vaibhav? Vaibhav, any idea? What is the Azure subscription? We already discussed about it.
Yeah, it's second one.
Second one only. Why? Why is second one only?
because we are not because we are just taking one subscription,
Mm-hmm.
and all the services that we need is associated with that subscription only. Like you said the example of the developer and tester, like in one organization they are not having the different subscription, they are just using the resources which is related to only one subscription, so that is why.
Not actually okay, so it's not like this. You will have only one subscription. Okay. The thing is here is if you look into the first option, they are simply saying you are going to have only one unique subscription with a unique subscription. Okay. You need more than one subscription. You need to create a multiple account. So that is not like this. Actually, first option is partially correct and partially incorrect also. So you don't need the separate subscription, means you need no need to have multiple account for the separate subscription. That is the problem with the first option. Okay, if I talk about the second option, it is the level at which services are billed, okay? All resources created under a subscriptions are billed so that subscription. So I told you couple of subscriptions are there. Actually, whenever any person who don't know about the subscription maybe may not get the idea about the second option. He maybe think about the first option, but no, first option is not correct because if you see the last line of the first option, you need to create multiple accounts, okay, for the subscription. So it's not like that. It's saying if you need more than one subscription. So like you can have couple of subscription as part of the single account only, and it is talking specific to the particular subscription, maybe developer related subscription or HR related subscription, accounting related subscription, tester or production related subscription. So yeah, option 2 is correct only, but what is the problem with the option 1? Like you don't have only no need to have couple of account to have the couple of subscription. Okay, got the visibility, guys? What I'm trying to say here? Can you please
Yes.
respond? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Hmm. Okay, fine. Let's proceed. Question number third, please. Sorry, fourth, please.
Which of the following resources are not considered compute resources?
Yeah, which are not considered as a compute resources. Tell me, guys.
It's a load balancer.
Load balancer. Any other option?
Resources are not considered.
What is the last option?
That is the Azure batch.
Okay.
Yeah. Azure batch is what? That is also the computing resource. We have seen as part of the computing, right? If you do remember, virtual machine are the computing sources, function app is the computing sources, virtual machine scale sets also the computing sources, and Azure batch. The correct answer is perfect, which is given by the ST or maybe from Bebo. Who have given the correct answer?
Weber.
Bebo, yeah, Bebo, correct. Load balancers are the it's not a considered as a computing source. Yeah, okay, correct, perfect answer. Okay, question number 5, please.
The font is very small.
Okay, font is very small.
Mm,
Actually, it's available like this only. So there is no option for me to make it large actually. Can you
fine.
please? Yeah.
Yeah. So like true or false,
Mm-hmm.
Azure tenant is a dedicated and trusted instance of Azure Active Directory that is automatically created when your organization signs up for a Microsoft Cloud Service subscription.
Mm-hmm. So guys, you got the first of all visibility. What is the question? Question is like Azure tenant is dedicated and trusted instance for Azure Active Directory. Okay. That automatically created when your organization sign up for the Microsoft Cloud Service subscription. What do you mean by this? Okay, mean by this, like suppose you have you decided to go for the cloud computing and you have signed up for the Azure account from the company mail ID, right? So if you are going to have if you are going to take the subscription, any basic level subscription, advanced level subscription, standard subscription, whatever that you have taken, basically companies are taking the enterprise level subscription. So automatically Azure Active Directory will be available, okay, and to you. So tell me, what should be the answer here? Any idea about it? Yeah, it will be yes only, guys. Why exactly yes? Because definitely I told you, like those are the basic services which is provided by the Azure to you. Yeah, so Azure Active Directory is kind of free basic service, very basic service they are providing to you, right? For the single sign-on kind of facility, right? This is security specific service, right? To have much more secure of your application to avoid the overhead. The answer will be yes only. Yeah, you're getting it. Okay, it's not a very premium level service. It's a small service, but it's the level of security is going to be increased, right? The way of the you are taking the plan. So there are 5 kind of plans. We are going to discuss about those 5 kind of plans as part of our pricing model. Okay, but as of now, if you see here, you are going to get the Azure Active Directory created automatically. Okay, once you sign up for the Azure subscription. Got the visibility? Yeah. Because you see, if you will complete
Yeah.
the entire syllabus also, now you will identify you don't know about this kind of thing. So definitely you have to go through the practice paper. That is the main advantage of going through the practice paper. Okay, the same thing you will observe as part of the very vast courses like AWS Solution Architect, Associate or Professional. You will complete everything from particular course. You will identify, I don't know about this service. I don't know about this service. I am not aware about this scenario. So the one of the best thing is go through the practice paper. Okay, then only you will get the visibility about it. Yeah. Let's proceed. Question number 6, please.
Which Azure management and which Azure management tool analyzes your uses of Azure and makes suggestions specifically
Mm-hmm.
targeted to help you optimize your uses of Azure regarding cost,
Mm-hmm.
security, and performance?
Hmm.
Azure Advisor.
Azure advisor, right? So I told you, like, guys, it's providing the recommendation. If you focus on the word recommendation, nothing but the what? That is kind of
Advices.
advices only, right? So advices only like you are going to get the suggestions. So suggestion or advices, all these things comes under the Azure advisor only. So correct answer is Azure advisor. Yeah. What the visibility, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay, guys. Let's proceed. Yeah. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah. Next question, please. Answer will be the Azure advisor. It's a recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah, what operating system does an Azure virtual machine support?
Yeah. Tell me.
Linux.
Linux. Really? Only Linux?
No, Windows and Linux.
Windows and Linux.
Right.
Windows and Linux.
Windows and Linux. What about the Macintosh?
Don't know.
No, Macintosh is not being supported. Those are the variety of the Windows and Linux commands are being supported, right? For that also you need what to say separate plan for it, right? Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's proceed. Mm, yeah. Question,
Yeah. If
please.
if you wanted to get an alert every time a new virtual machine is created, where could you create that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys. Where would you create that? And have you understood the question first of all?
Yeah.
What is the question?
Uh, Suppose if the new virtual machine is created, then we want to get the alert message something.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So how exactly you are going to look into this?
Azure dashboard.
Azure
Dashboard.
dashboard. Okay. Mm-hmm. Not exactly. Guys, I explained about it. Just think twice.
That Azure monitor.
Azure monitor. Okay. Any other idea, guys?
Subscription settings. Like
Subscription.
it is like at the right of the
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, top right of the window.
Okay.
There
Okay.
we get the alert like if we have created any resource or if we have
Mm-hmm.
uh, new my virtual machine has been created.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. It will be the Azure monitor only because you are getting the alerts, right? It's like you wanted to get every time a new virtual machine is created and you create that, right? So that is kind of thing is going to be happen using the Azure monitor. Yeah, they are going to monitor the things. Yeah, question number 9, please.
What is the core problem that you need to solve in order to have a high availability application?
Right, right, right. So what is the core problem that you need to solve in order to have a high availability application? Please go through the options.
Yeah, first option is you need to ensure your server has a lot of RAM and a lot of CPUs.
Mm-hmm,
Second option is you should have a backup copy of your application on standby, ready
mm-hmm,
to be started up when the main application fails.
mm-hmm,
And you need to avoid single point of failure.
mm-hmm,
And you need to ensure the capacity of your server exceeds your high number of expectation concurrent
mm-hmm.
users.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what should be the option, guys? Any guess here?
Uh, Second.
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 How exactly? How exactly?
Like backup copies of your application. So like having the multiple copies.
Not only copies are going to help you out. If I kept the couple of copies also, but within a single, what to say, the rack, then it is going to help me out.
No.
Then is it the correct option?
Then the third one,
Third one. What is the third one?
you need to avoid the single point of failure.
Yeah. How means Baba or Sashti, are you agree with this point?
I'm not getting about like why it is the third one.
Okay. Single point of failure means what? Because of one thing only, your entire thing is going to be shut down. Okay. Single point of failure, like
Hmm.
rack is there. In rack, what is you are doing? You are not only having the single rack as part of availability set. You are going to have the three racks. You are going to have the three copy of the same application in the three different rack. If any one particular rack will goes down, rest of the two rack are up and running. Yes or no? This you understood, right?
Yeah.
Let me repeat again. You have three racks and you are going to keep your application in the three different racks. Okay. If any particular rack will goes down, still your application is up and running, right? That is the availability set. Now, if you're telling to me that the second option is the right, what I'm going to do instead of three rack, I will focus only in one rack and I'm going to keep all three copies of my same application in the same rack. My entire rack will goes down. That is the single point of failure or not? Tell me. Single point of
Yes.
failure means
Yeah.
what? Because of that
Correct.
only, your entire application goes down. Because of that only. But I'm avoiding the single point of failure by spreading my application to the different racks. Right? Yes or no? Right? If
Right.
this is
Yeah.
the condition, even you are going to see in terms of networking also, you are supposed to avoid the single point of failure to have the configuration of your application, right? You are keeping the single virtual machine or single VM, okay, or you are keeping the multiple VM. There is no use of you are not getting the advantage of having the multiple VM if you are going to keep in the same rack or same availability, only one availability zone only. That's why you are avoiding to single point of failure to keeping your application in different availability zone or in different in racks by using the availability set, right? So the answer will be the single point of failure. You're not supposed to have the single point of failure in terms of the high availability, right? Got the visibility? Yeah,
Yeah.
not supposed to have. Yeah. Okay, let's proceed. Question number 10, please.
Which feature within Azure alerts you to uh, to service issues that happen in Azure itself, not
Mm-hmm.
specifically related to your own resources?
Okay. Yeah, guys, what should be the answer? Any idea about it? You need to understand the question. Read the
Azure
question
Service Health.
twice. Yeah. Yeah. Any guess here?
Azure Service Health.
Azure Service Health. Which service, which feature within Azure alerts you to service issues that happens in the Azure itself, not the specifically related to your own resources. You are not talking about the Azure resources which are available as part of your configurations. Okay. I'm not talking about the one specific region.
Azure secure.
If something goes wrong in the Azure other regions, how will you get to know about it? Guys, are you getting my point? See, I'm the person who is staying in India. I having all the resources. I have all the things configured as part of the India location. There's no problem at all with my resources. Everything is up and running. But I don't want to know about only my resources. I would like to know which particular region is down, which particular region having the maintenance kind of stuff. I would like to know about that, right? I would like to get alert about that. Okay, possibly that right now in India region everything is working fine for my application. Maybe my application in other region also, right? Not only in one region. My application can be other regions also for other users as well. So how did I get to know about it? Maybe my application is also not there. No need to worry about that. But I would like to know which particular region is down, which particular region is having the maintenance kind of activity. How did you get to know about it? It is Azure Service Health only, guys. Azure Service Health is going to let you know about the Azure related services. okay, which having the issue. Like you seen, you are getting the incidents, right? Incident is available. You are getting incident. This particular service is down. Do you know the service is down? No, you don't know the service is down. Whenever you're getting the incident, then only you get to know the services are down. They are working on it, right? They're making their services up and running. Vaibhav or Sashti, are you getting the idea what I'm trying to say it here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't know that
Yes.
application is down. That application is down, you don't know. But the person who is using that application, he is facing the problem with the application. He's going to raise the incident. If you are the production support person, then you will get to know about that incident. Okay, this incident has been raised for this particular application, which is not up and running. Okay, so like this, Azure is also going to maintain some incidents, some service numbers. Okay, like service now is there, right? To have the uh, change request, right? Or problem incident. The same kind of incident will be you will able to see as part of the Azure Service Health. They are going to tell you, okay, this particular region having the maintenance activity, if you're going to use it, is it's kind of alerts. What kind of alerts? Possibly I may have the same application in my region also, and I'm also going to raise the incident for the same problem. So I'm not supposed to raise the problem for the same region or for same problem. Okay, it is going to show you, see, this is the incident has been raised and we are working on this incidents and we are going to work on this application. Okay, so just wait for some time. No need to raise the same incident again and again for the same issue. It's responsibility of the Azure. They are working on it. Got the visibility about it? Why exactly this kind of service is coming into the picture? Yeah. So it's
Yes.
going to show you the
Yes.
region wise downtime. It is not going to show you the particular source downtime. It's the region wise downtime, right? I'm saying in India region, like south region, right? South region is entirely down. Okay, south region means Chennai region is totally down. Now I would like to know, okay, so my major region is like Mumbai region where my all applications are being configured in terms of the disaster. In terms of the disaster, possibly the two-way communication is not going to be happen due to regional pair, okay, because Chennai is down. So that kind of alerts you will get in advance. You see, this kind of problem is there. Possibly you will get to know about it, or you get to know about it from your own. So we would like to let you know, okay, okay, this is the problem. Even you don't know or no, even it's any region around the world, you will get the alert. This particular region is down, and we are working on it with this issue, right? So guys, this is the question till now, 10th point. Yeah, we will do one thing. Tomorrow we will again connect and we will tomorrow look into the questions from 11 onwards and we will try to complete this practice paper. But one of the best thing, if you observe about the practice papers, like even you have gone through the entire theory, if you are aware about the things also, but still you will identify what kind of scenario is going to be asked and how exactly they are looking for the answers. Like if I talk about the what to say, high availability, guys, I told you couple of time about the high availability, but you may not have thought in such a way ki there should not be the single point of failure. I was explaining you about the availability on availability set, but why availability set kind of concept will come into the picture to avoid the single point of failure, right? So now you got to know about this scenario. So this is the kind of advantage, but you will remember the things for a long time whenever you know the things from the basic. Okay, don't know, that's fine, but you may forget it. That's why we are recording. That's why you can go through the things again and again and just have the visibility about the concept.